Anonymous Ethiopian stories and confessions that I found in Telegram channel. Hide my identity. I need to vent. I am 23 years old male. I have nothing to say. I was just feeling suicidal and thought that I should say something even if I don't make it through the night. It all started when I started college, which was last year, and I have 4 friends, and they are so rich, and they can do whatever they want with their money. They don't do bad thing, thank God. They just eat whatever they want, to go to expensive places to chill and hang out, and I join them sometimes, but I never pay. They pity me so much because I don't have money like they do, and I feel so embarrassed going out with them. I ask my parents for money, but I use it for transportation, and it's all over. I even ask strangers who live abroad like America and Canada to send me money, but it never worked for me. I am so tired of feeling sad and lonely because of money. I just want everything to end. Anyways, it feels good when you speak and tell someone something without them knowing your identity. Goodbye, my friends. See you in the afterlife.
Hide my identity. I need to vent. Help, I'm addicted to porn. I'm a female 18 and I have been addicted to porn since I was a child. I don't know what got me into it. I just found myself watching it and masturbating to it, and I hate that so much. I tried praying, I tried to keep myself away from it, I tried to control myself. Nothing. Even if I restrict myself from watching porn, I use my imagination. I don't know how to get away from it, I just keep going back. I do it, especially in the mornings, and sometimes it gets hard for me to get up without doing it, and it just makes my mornings bad. I don't want to do this. I want to control my brain and not let it control me. I want to stop. But I don't know how. I don't know how to keep myself strong and not do it. Maybe my prayers are not working that much because maybe I am a lukewarm or something, I don't know. I just need help. I don't want it to take my energy. Sometimes I can go on days without doing it, and one day it just reappears again. Has anyone been in a situation like this? Did you get over it? If so, how? I would really appreciate it if y'all can get me out of this loop. Thank you in advance.
Hide my identity. I need to vent. First time venting. Recently chose to stop my belief in God, any God. Now, before you hurl your comments about how I'm going to hell, or that Jesus or Muhammad will save me, let me explain why. I know most religious folk reading this automatically invalidated everything I'm going to say already because, well, you believe you have the objective truth and meaning of life. But it's the sign of an intelligent mind to entertain ideas without accepting them, so bear with me. Now you see, I'm quite an inquisitive guy, nonchalant and philosophical. Since a young age my mind was riddled with questions about our all-loving Creator, whoever that is for you, yet all I seemed to be met with when I went to religion to answer my questions were just dead ends. Islam told me apostasy deserved death, and so I was afraid to leave, but reading more and more of the Quran that told me all my friends that believed other gods will suffer eternally gave me a rather outspoken despise towards the cruelty of it. I asked perhaps Christianity will help me solve these existential dilemmas, but it was no different. The book, beautiful yet equally absurd, led me to no avail, but another conclusion of cruelty with the cruel and sadistic concept of hell. I started questions about free will, and if it's even really a thing that exists rather than a self-inflicted delusion. Turns out it's impossible for us to have free will, we're bound by the circumstances we grew up in, the family, friends and society around us, the environment we're raised and the genetics we inherit. No one chooses these things, yet who we are is just a reaction to these things. Let them be, they're simply us if we were raised like them is a quote that resonates. So the simple fact that God punishes people for acts they didn't choose is the main reason I've been drove away by religion. Now there are a multitude of other reasons, like the lack of evidence, the abundance of religions with similar claims but contradicting ideals. If you all give me the same reason to believe, your niche miracles and curing of demons and the such, why should I believe one instead of the other? If we go historically to the origins, then Judaism came first. Should I abide by the Torah? Why do completely different societies with completely different set of morals use the same books to justify their actions as you use it to justify yours? If you 100% you are the right one, then is it not understandable if the wrong people have as much conviction as you do? Do they deserve hell for it? If 100 different religions have to be wrong for yours to be right, does this show that people from all over the world like to invent gods that don't exist? Would you find it easier to kill someone if you believed God supported you in the act? Because history suggests so. If your interpretation of a holy book causes you to condemn your ancestors in different societies for having a different interpretation, will your descendants in those different societies condemn you in the same way? And if you believe you're justified, why shouldn't they? An all-knowing God can read your mind, so why does he require you to demonstrate your faith by worshiping him? If God is all-knowing, why do holy books describe him as surprised or angered by the actions of humans? He should have known what was going to happen, right? Given that the story of Noah's Ark was copied from the much older Sumerian epic of Atrahasis, does this mean that our true ruler is the supreme sky god, Anu? If your desire is to convert atheists so that they become more like you, do you think that you're currently better than them? Can a mass murderer go to heaven for accepting your religion, as it says in the books, while a kind doctor goes to hell for not? My most important point: why do animals feel pain? Why would God create them just to suffer and die? Hide my identity. I need to vent. I'm in a situation and I need a different view on this. Here it goes. So I was on a date with this girl, and we were having a great time. We vibed, so I started asking some sexual questions, like her preferences, and what she was into, and what she experienced, and so she asked the same questions. I told her that I am a soft dom, and that's how I really get off with a partner. I can do casual routine sex, but I prefer it my way. She was intrigued and kept asking about the things that I like to do, and I kept answering that it's not all whipping and beating, and that there are levels, and that I'm not into it. She asked me to specify my preferences, and hesitantly, I did. I just mentioned choking, sensory deprivation, and slipped slapping in between others just to test the waters. Then we changed the subject. Then fast forward a few days, she said I want to experiment and experience it. I was excited, so I said okay. In the bedroom, it was going great, and I gave her a kind of safe word because I know I get too excited. So now we in the middle of our session, and she's blindfolded, and I get too excited, the way she shook from the oral, and the moans I heard during the sex, that I slapped her. And she yelled the safe word, and I stopped immediately. She kept asking how I would do that and why I'd ever, and no one loves that, and that I'm a freak, and she started crying, got dressed and left. I texted to apologize for what happened, but it's not going through to her. I think I traumatized this woman, and I can't let her be, or at least that's what I think. What should I do? I'm 23 and she's 25.
Hide my identity. I need to vent. I am 26 and been dating this guy for over 5 years. We fight a lot and decided to break up for multiple times, but we always end up together. Now he told me he wants to marry me and to have a family together. I already told my family and they started preparing for the wedding. But he didn't told his family, and somehow he is asking me to get pregnant so he can tell them and things can go easy. But I don't want to take that risk because he is the most selfish and self-centered person I know. And I am feeling like he is not the kind of guy I want to spend my life with, cause he always puts his needs first and doesn't give a damn about mine. But still, I love him and want things to be great between us even if I know they won't. Hide my identity. I need to vent. I am so fucking confused right now. I am not a cheater. I have always emotionally and physically loyal to a person I'm interested in. That's why I'm scared of the way I have been feeling lately. I met 2 very fascinating people around the same time, and I can't stop thinking about them. One is very beautiful, vibrant girl with the cutest smile, and the way she talks and her maturity is out of this world. I can't stop thinking about her. The other is this damn handsome creature. He makes me so nervous I just want to melt in his arms. He is so goal-oriented and too honest. I can't stop thinking about him either. They are both interested to me, and I am interested in both of them. Even though I haven't had anything physical with the guy, I kissed the girl, and even though it felt amazing, I felt guilty, like I was cheating on him. The same goes when I am with him. I feel like I'm cheating on her. I have no idea what to do, and am a strictly monogamous person. Why is this happening? I don't want to break anyone's heart. Help me out, you guys.
Like this video and this good Abby will play you a nice song. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.